You will learn the following concepts in just 5 minutes from this video.
What is intangible assets?
Intangible assets examples.
Amortization.
Accounting entries for intangible assets.
Effect of amortization in balance sheet and income statement.
Intangible assets are reported on the balance sheet.
You may ask custom help in comments below of the video. Intangible assets are identifiable long-term assets of a company having no physical existence. In this definition, we understand that an intangible asset must be long-term assets. It's mean the benefit of the assets or useful life of the assets greater than 1 year at least. The other point in this definition, intangible assets should no physical form. It means, we can't touch. Famous example of an intangible assets are goodwill, copyright, trademarks and patents etc. I hope you have understood the definition of intangible assets. If you did not understand, then you must stop the video and go to the back and watch again. Let me discuss few famous example of intangible assets. Goodwill. Goodwill in accounting is an intangible asset that arises when a buyer acquires an existing business. Let me ask my friend John. John, can you give better example to explain the goodwill?
Thanks for requesting, Sarah. Let me give example of goodwill in practical real-time business. Let's say, Company A bought Company B. The fair value of Company B, all assets are equal to $25,000, and Company A had paid $30,000. The $5,000 of the high amount of the Company A paid is goodwill value of the Company B. Let's explain other examples. Patent. A patent is the exclusive, legal right to use a process or create and sell a product for 20 years. Copyright. An exclusive right granted by the federal government to publish and sell various works. Trademark. A trademark is the legal right to exclusively use a symbol, name, phrase, song, or logo. Other intangible assets. Franchise agreements, marketing rights, video, computer software, databases, and trade secrets etc. Intangible assets are reported on the balance sheet in long-term assets area. If you need explanations about assets and its type, then you will watch my video Assets. It is available in my channel. I also provided link in the description as well. In balance sheet representation of intangible assets. In this example, you will note the point of representation of intangible assets. Here you see, intangible assets is part of long-term assets. It is showing below property, plant and equipment and long-term investments. In the context of intangible assets accounting, amortization is the process of charging the cost of an intangible asset as expense over its useful life. It's the same concept like depreciation for tangible fixed assets. For intangible assets, we use the word amortization. But depreciation or amortization both have the same concept. After the understanding the concept of amortization, now we will learn the accounting entries for amortization. First, we need to understand the formula for amortization. The famous straight line method is used for amortization of the intangible assets. In this method, amortization expense are equals cost of intangible assets less salvage value divided by useful life. After calculation of amortization expense amount, then we will write journal entry amortization expense debit and credit accumulated amortization. Let me explain this point again. For example, company buy the patent $10,000 and useful life is 10 year and 0 salvage value. Amortization expense equals $1,000. Journal entry is amortization expense patent debit $1,000. Accumulated amortization patent credit $1,000. The amortization expense will go to income statement and reduce the income of the company. The accumulated amortization will go to the balance sheet as a contra account and less from the cost of the intangible assets. Let me show you presentation of intangible assets in balance sheet. I hope you have understand the definition, examples of intangible assets, amortization, and presentation in balance sheet. Kindly upvote my video. It is very important for my motivation to create a quality of videos.